Ease tension, so does President Donald Trump, who says farmers are in his best interest. But there's still uncertainty throughout the agricultural sector, and lawmakers on Capitol Hill want to keep the industry afloat. RFD-TV's Sarah Mock has that story from Washington.
When asked about tariff retaliations on Monday, President Trump tells farmers, quote, "We'll make it up to you."
Farmers have been trending downward over an 8-year period. Their numbers have trended downward, in some cases significantly. So between NAFTA and China and all of the things we're doing, we're going to make them much better than they've ever been.
The president already instructed the Secretary of Agriculture to prepare to protect farmers' incomes and livelihoods from Chinese retaliation against U.S. tariffs. But the secretary avoided comment on the details of possible USDA action.
I don't think the president's one to lay all his cards on the table, and neither am I. Why should I tell you what I'm going to do? If I do it, you'll know. But all I can say is right now, it wouldn't be very prudent to give away our playbook and let China know exactly what our plans are to mitigate what they threaten.
Perdue says he's confident the U.S. and China are still in early stages of negotiations, but lawmakers are not so convinced.
Simply put, the entire food value chain, producers, manufacturers, consumers will ultimately pay the price if things go sour or more sour.
But asked whether Congress might be able to step in to prevent tariffs, legislators say members of the House and Senate are not the right people to make trade decisions.
We give the executive, no matter whose administration is in power, for Trade Promotion Authority, and it's up to the executive to do the best they can with that. But to have literally 435 people writing provisions of a trade bill, I think it's a bad precedent.
Roberts says the uncertainty these tariffs bring may even threaten the Farm Bill.
And that's the goal of the Farm Bill, is to provide you certainty and reliable predictability and planning. That's what we heard over and over again. I don't know how we can do this unless we get this trade retaliation business settled at least to some degree so it doesn't have such an effect on the market.
Roberts says he's been invited to a White House meeting on Thursday, likely to discuss agriculture and trade, and assured farmers in Kansas and around the country that he will be fighting to ensure farm families don't become pawns in these ongoing disputes. For RFD-TV, I'm Sarah Mock in Washington.
House Ag Committee Chairman Michael Conway also shared his view on the matter, saying, "I urge the administration to do all they can to minimize the negative impacts on U.S. agriculture and thank both the president as well as Secretary Perdue for their firm commitment to stand by America's farmers and ranchers using the broad legal authority Congress has granted them."